the magic in me.
Welcome to Judges Training for Impromptu. The purpose of Impromptu is to help students combine clear thinking, good speaking skills, and an interesting presentation. This is a Think on Your Feet event. When the students arrive in your room, they will hand you their critique sheets, also known as ballots. These should be completed at the top. In Impromptu, the topic that the student will speak on is selected as they take their turn. The judge should have an envelope with slips of paper that have the topics written on it. If you do not have this envelope, please report to Tab Room and someone will help you there. When it is the student's turn, he pulls 3 topics out of the envelope and looks at them. He then chooses one of those 3 topics and puts the other 2 back in the envelope. Those will become part of the selection for the next student. You will start timing as soon as the student takes the 3 topics out of the envelope. In Impromptu, students have 7 minutes to prepare and present their speech. There is a 30-second grace period. They can use their 7 minutes in any way they choose. They can use time to quietly prepare the speech. They can immediately begin speaking. But all together, the preparation and the speaking can take no more than 7 minutes. There is no minimum time requirement that the student must speak, but the subject should be covered adequately. If the student exceeds the 7 minutes and the 30-second grace period, he may not be ranked first in the round. In Impromptu, time signals are given as the speech has not been prepared in advance. When the student is preparing their speech, the judge will give verbal time signals. The verbal time signals tell the student how much time has elapsed since timing began. So, you would say 1 minute has elapsed, 2 minutes have elapsed, or just 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, etc. Once the student starts to speak, the time signals become visual. For hand signals, at the end of 1 minute, you hold up 1 finger. At the end of 2 minutes, 2. At the end of 3 minutes, 3, and so on until you've gotten through 6 minutes. Then, at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, you will hold up a curved hand, and then at 7 minutes, you will hold up a closed fist. The student still has 30 seconds of grace in order to finish their thoughts. On the critique sheet, also known as the ballot, you may want to consider several things. The content of the speech. Is the subject of interest? Is it properly narrowed down and adapted to the occasion? Are the student's ideas clear and sound, and is their analysis of the topic complete? Does the student support her ideas with relevant examples, and is the language clear, correct, and conversational? Is the organization of the material clear and coherent? Is the speaker animated, and does the action contribute to the expression of ideas? Is the articulation clear and direct? Are the words pronounced correctly? Is the speaker confident? Does the speech keep moving? Did the speech make sense to you? As the student presents his speech, you will write on the critique sheet to provide feedback on his performance. When all the speakers are done, then your job as the judge begins. First, you will rank each speaker, first, second, third, etc. Once you've ranked each speaker, then you will score the speakers between 70 and 100, with 100 being best. If there is another judge in your section, work independently from that judge. Do not confer over rankings or scores. Fill the critique sheet out carefully, knowing that students are going to be looking at that critique sheet and trying to interpret what you've said in order to improve their performance. Take all the completed materials to the tab room. Please don't discuss the results with anyone until after the tournament. Thank you for helping to judge our tournament today. The students really appreciate your time and energy. We hope you enjoy the experience.
Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.